Both of my parents were born on property that was originally rented from English landlords. My father was from Ellie Belmullet in County Mayo. He was one of 10 children. He came here in 1912. He lived in Holyoke, Massachusetts for a while, and went out to Montana to mine copper. My mother came in 1915. She immediately got work as a domestic. She worked in the Hyde Park area. I think they met at a place called Irish Village. It was a dance hall at 47th and Kedzie in Chicago. One of my very earliest recollections is walking out onto the sidewalk in front of the house, and I see this other little boy. And so he and I were over there, and we didn't, my names didn't mean anything to us, you know. But he was a little boy, and he called me little boy, and I called him little boy. And we called each other little boy for a couple of years, you know. We had a neighbor next door, their name was Harper. They had 3 boys and half a dozen girls. And they were sort of farmers, you know. And there was always a lot of action along. I should say this, but the favorite appellation for each other was, "God damn you." I started high school in January '41, yeah.
And you were a good student, right?
Yeah, I was, yeah. Near the end of high school, the war was going hot and heavy. I enlisted in the Navy. They sent me down to Corpus Christi, Texas, to an aviation radio technician program down there. I was discharged in July of 1946, and at that point I'd been in for a year and a half. Well, I met Mom 1957. It was a good first date, and then on the way home I asked her, "Would you like to go to the Bears game tomorrow?" "Oh yeah, you know, so we went to the Bears game. And then after the Bears game, we took her over to Hyde Park to a restaurant, nice little restaurant over there. And I wasn't sure that she liked me. I was going to pick her up, and I hadn't seen her all week because I was working. And I opened the door, and I just let the door open, you know. And then she started to get in the car, and she looked at me, and I thought, she likes me.
Something about the look.
Yeah, right, yeah. When we first got married, we rented a 1-bedroom apartment, $85 a month. I remember it was one Saturday morning, she tells me, she says, "I think I'm pregnant." So anyway, that was it. Mary Claire was coming in, you know. You were born. You were a nice little cat. Ann was born in Arlington Heights, as was Sheila, and then Billy, and then Eileen, yeah. That was it. So after being married 9 years, we had 6 kids. Mary herself started to tell me that she was forgetting things. We went to see the doctor, and he sent us to a neurologist. And after about 5 or 6 visits to the neurologist felt that she was in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease. You get all kinds of advice from people on what to do, but I decided after reading and so on that the best thing was to just keep going and try to live as normal as we could. And that's what we did. It actually was one of the better parts of my life, and probably the better parts of her life as well, you know.
So there's this idea of legacy, or how you might want people to remember you.
I never have been one to disguise who I am, and my Irishness is always out there on display, and essentially good-natured and willing to help, willing to pitch in, a good boss. a good engineer, a good father, good husband. That's how I want to be remembered.